Welcome to the adventures of the new and illustrious Basila Erenes of the Cursed Kingdom of Egypt. That's an incredible name. We're trying to forge a bloodline. I've actually taken a look at the bloodlines recently. So in the Game of Thrones pod, we basically did the same thing. A forged bloodline, that is, or at least we're working on it. So we're looking at potentially, given the series, the theme, and given some of the things that we've got up to with many of our characters, I feel like the murder execution bloodline would be the most appropriate one to go for. Oh my god, we started this as a child, didn't we? Okay, this is cool. So it turns out, this is what I learned yesterday, that if you're a child and you start forging a bloodline as a child, and you make progress into that bloodline and finish the bloodline before the age of 25, you can get some really cool effects. Now, we have made progress in 3 of these bloodlines before the age of, well, before we turn an adult, evidently, because we're 16 now. When was our first kill? When was our first kill? Burn at the stake at 11, what, like 3 years ago? Stake on the, oh my god. We burnt our first person 10 years ago, so we technically made progress on that, obviously 10 years ago. So, wait, was that 10 years ago? So we'd have been 6? Oh, whoops. Well, we started when we were 6. I think it only counts when you're 12 or past that age. But essentially, there are bloodlines specifically for that age difference between 12 and 25. If you forge bloodline during that, you get unique ones. So we can get the blood of, like, so say we go for the murder execution one, I believe it's something like Basila Erenes, the child murderer, or something like that, which can give your children bonus intrigue and make them more dangerous to their guardians, so there's a chance they can murder their guardians to gain intrigue. Very useful if we've got a vassal we want to dispose of, because that way we gain the opinion by giving them our child to look after, but also our child will murder them horribly. I want to test out some of these childhood bloodlines because it's so rare that you actually get the ability to try and forge them. Now, given the theme of the series, I do think the murder bloodline would be pretty good. Or there is also the war bloodline as well, the Win 15 Foreign Wars. Apparently the hybrid between the murder and the Foreign Wars one is pretty decent as well. We'll take a look. I'm sure we'll work it out anyway. We have a time limit, a bit of a challenge with this character. Now, obviously, I do want to carry on with the satanic stuff, even though she is a very just and pious Christian character. She still has the elusive shadow. She's still high intrigue. She's still high learning. She's also zealous. Oh, God, she's like the opposite of what we... She's kind of exactly what we want, but also not what we want to talk. So, obviously, high intrigue benefits the satanic society, but she's also a really nice person. So, we, as the player, we are going to play today. The part of Satan is played by us at home. Today, we're going to try and corrupt poor, innocent Basila Erenes to become a dark, evil character. Our goal is essentially to get to the top of Lucifer's Zone within... How many years have we got? Excuse me, Satanic Sympathies. We've got until the year 1069. Nice. We've got 8 years. We've got 8 years to try and corrupt this character and get to the top of Lucifer's Zone. Otherwise, all of this conversion that we did with our previous character, all of what we did with Colossus the Hammer, is going to be lost. I mean, it would set us back quite significantly because the amount of dark power that you obviously need to save it to be able to convert these places, particularly as we're going to be blitzing through the society and burning through dark power very, very quickly to be able to achieve missions, to be ranking up as well, you know. That obviously subtracts quite a huge amount of points. It's going to be difficult. Now, you need to have the previous rank... Oh, well, hang on a minute. You have to have the previous rank for 3 years, don't you? So we're going to have to get to the top of society with murder. Otherwise, there's no way to actually be able to do this at all. Bearing in mind, there are 4 ranks. You start at rank 1. You need 9 years to actually progress through each rank naturally. Plus, you can't become High Priest if there is one already. So we're going to have to murder off the High Priest regardless. Right, okay, that makes sense. So, essentially, then, that gives us 2 years... Assuming we move at the fastest pace possible through Lucifer's Zone, assuming we can join it immediately, that gives us 2 years to try and murder the head of the society. I think we should be able to do that fine, because we've got the high intrigue. Shit, how are we going to corrupt her in that short period of time? So we've already got the scholarship focus. That can lead to cynical. That might be enough. We also need to try and find a decent husband as well. Now, ideally, bloodlines farming should be our top priority, given that we are a character with this. Now, I've also done something a bit weird. I've actually allowed the AI to forge bloodlines a bit more openly. So, in base game CK2, there's actually quite a lot of restrictions. There are things that prevent them from forging, you know, if they're part of your dynasty, forging bloodlines, so that they can't essentially make a dynastic bloodline that you don't really have any control over, etc. That man is called Dong. Incredible stuff. So why don't we take a look at the ledger, or I'll take a look at the ledger, because I'm sure you guys don't want to see me click through every fucking dynasty here. And we'll see if any of these bloodlines take our fancy. Now, I will probably avoid the Christian bloodlines at this stage. Wouldn't mind it a couple of generations ago when I first talked about it. At this point, bit pointless, huh? Aspion, what have you got going on there? Champion blood. We've already got champion blood, so we don't need that one too much. I'm looking for some of the ones I don't really recognize. Chosen of Gabriel, that's obviously the guy who we landed in Jerusalem. We landed in, by the way, us. Lots of champion bloodlines. That's quite easy to tell apart, keeping in mind they're called the champion. What about this guy? Sadiq the Keen. What have you got? More champion blood? We definitely do not want champion blood ever. Okay, in conclusion, all the bloodlines are shit. The best one I've actually found is Attila the Hun, which would be Kuba of Bulgaria. So we could try and get that one. It's not bad. Horse archers morale, not massively useful, seeing as I don't believe we have any access to horse archers at all, do we? Oh, cataphracts give us horse archers. Oh, do they? Yeah, they actually do give us 100 horse archers. That might not be too bad then in hindsight. If we go for cataphract retinues, get the horse archers, the heavy cavalry, then we get the 10% morale to our already pretty decent... I don't know if retinues are affected by that, because they already get the bonus, don't they? I have no clue, but it could be a good idea. We also get personal combat plus 8 months prestige. Obviously, Bulgar and Bulgarian opinion is a bit pointless. Children can prove themselves as mercenaries sounds pretty good if you want to go for the sort of zealot inquisitorial type sort of learning / religious proselytizing / holy warring type of character. That could be fairly useful. I think we'll just try and get the blood of Attila. Plus, it shouldn't be too difficult to get that. Oh, they're almost all women. That's a little inconvenient. They are almost all women besides this guy who's already married. We could kill off his wife and try and marry him. He's smart as well, so it wouldn't be too terrible here. Yeah, you know what? I might try and go for you then. Oh, we can just immediately fucking charm him. We might even have to marry him. What about his wife? She's out of Diplo range, huh? Shit. Alright. Never mind. Honestly, a lot of these bloodlines are shit. A lot of them are very useless. The best ones are all Catholic. So, we're a little bit doomed here. We're a little bit doomed. Unfortunately, there's no, like... You know, along with the Greek artifacts, there are no, like, Greek sort of blood of Alexandria, blood of Alexandria? Blood of Alexander, blood of Achilles, or any sort of mythological bloodlines. That'd be a cool mod. If anybody's up for making that one, that'd be fairly interesting. A little bit disappointing overall, never mind. Let's build our observatory then. Let us, as this glorious, zealous woman, we are going to be the devil on her shoulder here. Oh, take a look at the heavens, see if you can spot God. And instead, we shall convert her into a mystical, spooky lady who becomes hopefully very cynical. What else do we need? We have to be a sinner as well, don't we? Must be a sinner. I don't know if being cynical counts as being a sinner. I don't think it does. Oh. Oh. Okay. Wait, did I already start a bloodline? Did I already start a bloodline? I think I remember this. I think I said something along the lines of, I would never do this one, so let's do this one, right? Okay, cool. Revise the legal system myself. Hire scholars to look at it and revise these laws. I mean, has it been created for a reason? Stop pursuing this path and we can go for one of the default ones. I don't know. I've never done this, and apparently because we've got the high learning, we can try and do it. The Ambassador of Alexandria. This could be a horrible bloodline. I'm going to roll with it. I'm going to roll with it. It doesn't make sense that this character right now in her current state, the zealous, humble, diligent, temperate woman, who's also a nice, good Christian, would start a murder bloodline. So I'm going to play the character a little bit. We'll at least get something cool out of it, right? And the many aqueducts are finished. Okay, so how much money are we going to need for all of the health bonuses he's given? We're actually not far off. Now, do these increase in price with the more you've got? I don't know if they do. I actually don't really know the wonder system particularly well. Sack you, and let's get ourselves a better... Who's our heir? Colossus II. This fucking pirate of a man is our heir. He's pretty cool. I don't really want to play as him, though. How's our house going? 10 living members. Hey, to go from 10 living members... What were we at yesterday? Like 3? I think that's a pretty good breeding program we got going there. And I'll keep a close eye on, obviously, the... going forward, I'll keep a close eye on the dynasty's marriage just to make sure that doesn't happen again. Right. Wow, not only is this guy astute, but he's also... Man, can we marry this dude? He's so good. Join court, invade the Inquisitor. We do want to get ourselves the demon baby with this character, remember? This is who we, as, again, like I said, part of the devil played by us today. This is the character that we want to hopefully impregnate with the demon and move on to that. Because I've never done that before. Let's charm this man. We're going to fall in love with this man and then we're going to marry him. Because that guarantees that we've got ourselves a good steward in our court. Plus, he's an incredibly good character anyway. A high stewardship, obviously. Ambitious, astute there. Good, inheritable trait, basically the upgraded version of Quick. Welcome. I'll take it. That's okay. He's not fantastic, but he's got no bloodlines or anything. But again, we're probably gonna just devour people for bloodlines, given the whole Cannibal Kings thing. If and when we can corrupt them. You're sacked. I'm sorry. He is way more skilled than you. You start collecting some taxes so that we can pay for the immortal aqueducts, the life-draining aqueducts. And we need how much more? Just a tiny little bit more gold. I'll wait until we can afford a couple of them, I guess. Am I burning? Yeah. You seem worth burning. Goodbye. At the age of 50, she was burnt at the stake for being just a horrible hacker. She was excommunicated for a reason, right? How do the stars move? Or is there something strange out there? Both ways will make us cynical of the Lord, of course. How the stars move, I think, actually does give you cynical. Because you realize, hang on a minute, Earth isn't the center of it all. And then the Pope's like, hey, bibbity-babbity, stop with this, stop with your space. I'm just going to try and make that rhyme, but I can't think of it. Is there something strange out there? Gain 5 prestige. So we could try and go for the Necronomicon. Go for the lunacy route, rather than the more mystic route. I'm going to go for this one because we do want to become a... Hang on, how'd you become a mystic then in hindsight? Shit, I need to double check. As far as I recall, this one's scholar, this one's mystic, right? The bottom one is mystic. I need to double check here. I'm going to check the files very briefly, because we can build the Fountain of Youth in our garden. And honestly, that sounds pretty on brand, given all of the aqueducts and whatever else we've done to try and achieve eternal life. But I decided to go for the weirdness one, the one that gives us the Necronomicon, that has like a 51% chance of giving us Diligent, it will guarantees us Paranoid. More importantly, if you aren't a Mystical Scholar, you can get Mystical Scholar if you see the event chain all the way through. Obviously, you run the risk of becoming Lunatic as well, but it is worthwhile. Definitely fits in with our stuff here. Now, not only that, we are sort of taking a shortcut towards becoming the Satanist that we've wanted to be in our hearts all along. The Iron Basilia of Alexandria. That's a spooky man right there. Ever since I've started my legal reform, I've had an increasing series of... Basically, the one thing that drew my... I'm going to be honest, is this big button that says, you can become cruel. Sure, that seems good. They claim that Reformation is motivated by selfish motives, and that I only wish to accumulate power and tyrannize? I don't know which way you pronounce that. Over my subjects. No matter, these dissenters will soon disappear. We can either burn their villages or just kill them with our high intrigue. We could do something a bit more subtle, you know, a bit more under the table. Maybe she's always had a bit of darkness in her heart, given that she is 28 intrigue, you know, knows the tricks of the trade, probably knows the way around a bit of a poison or a bit of a stabby knifey in the dark. Let's go for it. We are now a cruel lady, and we've also made the book feeding around. My god, she's doing so much. She's only 17. Monthly wealth plus 3 is quite nice. Oh my god, we haven't got the Trident and Neptune equipped. Nor have we got... Oh, of course, we can't have the Pout and the Nemean line quite yet. We need to be... What is that? The Council Ceremonial Gown, right? So we could go and equip one of these other many, many things that we've apparently picked up along the way. Jaguar Cloak, sure, not fantastic. I need to double check our books as well in that case, because I feel like a lot of our treasure we've got some very strange things equipped right now. That counts as a mask. We definitely don't have a mask equipped, do we? What counts as a mask? That's just like your African stuff, isn't it? The African religious headwear. So that is, that's quite nice. Traditionally worn by Burbermen and dyed with a brilliant indigo color. Gives us intrigue +1. That seems useful. And plot power defense. That seems well on brand right now. We can get the... Oh, we can also get the Silk Shroud. Yeah, fuck the Jaguar Cloak. Get rid of that one. Let's go for the Silk Shroud instead. We could equip one of our fancy swords. Of course, we do have like, we've got... I picked the Jian for the time being because it gives us personal combat. We could go for like, what was the one that we forged in hindsight? Papia Dynasty. Yeah, that one. Right. Made by Basilia Minotaur. Let's go for that one then. Vision. That seems a lot cooler. Dragon Amulet. I can't imagine we have anything better than that. We just have the Celestial Necklace. My god, it's going to take me a while to go through this. Bear with. Okay, there we go. I sorted everything else. We also just didn't have a weapon equipped. We didn't have any armor equipped as well. So I think if I unpause, there we go. Look at those stat buffs. Very, very nice. Okay. 31 to intrigue means that we're basically just going to be this unstoppable murderer. I'd really love to get Pandora's box as well, because I feel like this character is the embodiment of Pandora at this stage, and there it is. Can be open for random results, Temple Vassal Opinion -10, but also gives us another intrigue. Let's go for it. I'm going to charm this man, just in case. We use the power of Venus, just in case he chucks in prison. That way we can basically bribe our way out, if you catch my drift. Let's steal Pandora's box. Now, as a character with incredibly high sneak, we should be... I think we'll nail this. Do we want to take our Cardinal Marshal? What the fuck is this man? He's a Cardinal Crusader, so he's a theocracy? I mean, we've got ourselves a battle cardinal. Look at this guy. Way of the Dragon, Way of the Leopard, Aberrant. Some giant beast of a man. Holy shit, that's so cool. I want to bring you along because you're cool, but you're not that useful, I hate to say it. We don't need any more intrigue. I think we're good on that regard. Bring our husband along because he's obviously got good stewardship. Stewardship is the last check for the theft. Let's get Pandora's box. Let's unleash pandemonium. Oh, I also destroyed the poorly crafted armor because it kept also equipping and it was driving me nuts. I have arrived at Basila Aranez capital. Oh, yeah, no, ignore that. Convince yourself to select me a 77% chance. Oh, wow, look at this. 77, 78, or 84. Sneak in through the window. Like I said, we do have extreme sneak. And our uncle had another babby. Let's give you a name like Colossus. Great name. Siren, Harpy, Chimera, Charybdis, and Colossus. I think we've already got an incredible amount of good names in the engine right now. We need to go for some of the less frequent ones, right? So we've educated some of his kids in duty, thrift. I mean, this kid can get... struggle, I guess. I mean, seeing as we've already used up some of the other good ones, huh? You might evade most patrols until you come outside the treasury. 2 ball guards stand between you and your prize. Rush them before they raise the alarm. 71%. Poses something, give them the poison drink. I'm pretty sure that one was got to succeed, right? Still only 71. One of us will seduce them. 67. She's good with poison, not so good with words. Let's go for that one then. This is actually way more risky than I thought it would be, given her skill set. Fuck. I always say how overpowered. Sometimes I'm like, God, this mod is overpowered, just being able to steal. But look at how many times we've failed in this series. Look at our character. And we're still failing these events with all our crazy stats in quick. To be fair, they've really nailed the balancing on this mod. In my opinion, they've nailed the balancing on this mod anyway. It could almost go into the base game. Might need to be nerfed a little bit more. Maybe made a little more risky with things. Hopefully some money will sway their minds, fight a way out, or we'll say quick out the window. 8% chance of getting severely injured, then we're in prison. 39% chance of being in prison. 54% chance of just escaping. I'm going to go for that one. If we are in prison, we can bribe our way out. We're fine. I think we're actually fine. Not only are we fine, I don't think we actually didn't get anything wrong at all. 250 prestige, it was worth it. And to say that we're 17 with almost 6,000 prestige, I'm alright with that, to be honest. Getting the trait paranoid, that's a great start. Cruel, paranoid, intrigue, even higher still. We've had a character, what was our last character, like trying to break the 40 martial. Obviously had Minotaur with the voice of Jesus breaking 40, 50 martial as well. This character, personal go with this guy then. Let's go for 40 intrigue. I think I'd very rarely play an intrigue character. And we are Perganant. Quick or astute would obviously be incredible. Fairly decent inheritance chance. There might be more of a sensible choice going for some of these more down-to-earth, more, I'm not going to say more basic husbands with the higher inheritance traits, rather than going for the big gamble with things like Genius or things like Prodigy. Might be just a bit more strategically sound. I'll have to do some maths on that one, see if it's worthwhile. Research you conduct in your... Research? The research? Paradox. Where's your proof for it? That's not how that's spelt. I'm actually going to Google this now because they've got me doubting myself. Research. They have actually... Wow. Bug report. Excuse me. I would like to... How do I submit a bug report? Let's move forward. This is why I should be in the beta for Crusader Kings 3. Paradox. I was really surprised to find my husband wait for me in the room tonight, surrounded by an entire collection of assorted presents. Apparently wants to give me best wishes for the Pregnant. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate the gesture. I don't think we really need any more health at this stage, right? I would love to know what our health bonuses are. Sure, for installing the tooltip mod, which I thought was a little OP. Maybe I'll modify it so it's just... Even seeing health is a little OP, right? I would be so interested to find out what we're up to now with all of these various different aqueducts. Speaking of which, we should probably start upgrading them, huh? So let's go for our private... No, not private plumbing. Silverline Waterways. Health plus 0.5. Haven't quite got money. 69.60, nice. We haven't quite got the money we need for all the others, but, I mean, I could do a quick head count here. All of the combined aqueducts right now are giving us plus 2 health, which is incredible. Bearing in mind that they've just been... they've cost a mountain of gold, I will admit. But, again... If we can get, I mean, what is Immortal? I mean, Immortal technically does add some extra mechanics, but, oh, God. Becomes under the banner of Bloodline, giving National Revolters plus 2% because we are ruthless. Oh, shit, okay. In a greedy lust for power, Basilia Aranez has turned many of her past followers away while losing herself in a spiral of selfishness and tyranny. Having lost any care she might have for her subjects, she has focused her entire attention on accumulating more powers under a title and celebrating her alleged accomplishments as Basila. Basilissa, sorry. I am the most magnificent Basilissa of all time. I'm not a big fan of this. Vassal opinion minus fucking 10 for the rest of the video game, what we are playing in right now? Shit. That's not good. Now known as the Ruthless. That's a garbage bloodline. Well, we might as well play the character. She was always a bit ruthless. Elusive Shadow. Second she came in power. Zealotry is only a step away from zeal, which is only a step away from anger, and anger leads to hate, and we know what that leads to. Vile Blood. Oh, wow, that's so cool. I mean, it looks cool. Easier to plot to revoke vassal titles. Don't really want to do that, though, do we? Fuck, now I have to keep all my vassals happy. A rest chance plus 15% that we could turn off auto stop plots. Let everyone plot. Trick them in prison. Ransom out for money. We could pay for... Our vassals could fund the aqueducts. I'm going to build an aqueduct, and our vassals are going to pay for it. Turn off auto stop plots. Let's make many enemy. Sophia Papia, welcome. You're garbage, by the way. Nothing useful there at all. Can we join? Still nothing. Despite the fact that we are a cruel, paranoid, ruthless ruler. We still don't count, huh? Terrible name. Aranez the second. To be fair, she seems like a bit of a narcissist, so I'm going to go with it. I'm going to go with... Not saying that people who name their kids after themselves are narcissists or anything, but it does lead you to think that way a little bit. I will have the Pope Baptizer. Sure, why not? I suppose we're not quite yet on the dark path, at least not in our heart. Just within in terms of the realm and everything else. Make a donation, humble myself before God, confess all my sins, I need not do anything for I'm already pure. I agree. We have become stressed. Or there's a chance we can become stressed, but he's comforted us in these very dark times, in our arrogance. Trainer in Thrift, she's not very good, so we might as well go for one of the safe bets there. And next Bloodline. What? No? I don't have any mods that are just the Bloodline. All I've done is remove the AI check for whether or not they can forge bloodlines. Do I want to make a second bloodline? Kind of, because this one's kind of crappy. I could just be something simple like this bloodline doesn't flag as a creative bloodline. Maybe it's a little bugged out. Maybe one of the mods is conflicting with it. I don't know if any of the mods had any additional bloodlines. I should... Oh, I mean, obviously they do. There's literally one right there. Oh, and obviously I do as well, because there's literally one right there. Okay, in that case, never mind. I must have broken something. But you know what? This bloodline's so shitty. We're going for a round 2. Wants to make a friend. Maybe we don't... It's a little OP. Okay, once more. Once more, because I can't help myself. Oh, never mind. It just fails instantly. What does that do if we keep doing that? We get 1,000 prestige. We've got 1,000 prestige button. Okay, that's not fair. That is a little OP. I will admit, a button that just gives us 1,000 prestige a swing. Not really going to go for that one too much. Does that even... Sorry. Does that even work? Prestige? Idiot. It's a bit disappointing. It means that the event works, but obviously the ambition, is... Although the bloodline is probably... No, the bloodline must be flagged. I guess the allow on the bloodline is broken. Oh, no, I'll fix that tomorrow. On the objective, sorry. Group and air. That seems appropriate, given that our air right now is garbage. Or we hold out and try and go for the demon, baby. The only issue with that is obviously it's very, very risky. We've got female air, which gives vassal opinion. On top of the vassal opinion, we've just lost from that garbage bloodline. A build a war chest gives us taxes. To be fair, we're saving up that money to build up aqueducts anyway, so we're just going to automatically fill that. It's basically, this might as well be a button that just says, wait 10 minutes and you're going to get extra 10% taxes. So yeah, I'll take that one. Thank you. Extort our subjects. Does she strike you as the character that would do that, given her vile blood, her tyrannical nature, her paranoia, her cruelty? Yes, it does. I very rarely press this button, but if, hey, you know what? There's me saying I'm going to play the character. Let's play the character. Lower all subject's opinion with 10 to gain 70 gold, or she is wealthy, she can part with some gold. Our courtier is married to our husband, who apparently has a mountain of money. Okay, yeah, you can give us that. Oh no. She's decided to be very angry at us because we've stolen her wealth. Even though you've explained it in detail to Margaret, she does not understand why you're plundering her mansion. It would seem evident that by giving some of your wealth and support the realm is the right thing to do, but Margaret is having none of it. Apologize and explain how this will save the realm. Gravely upsets her entire dynasty. A house deployed seems like a dynasty you probably wouldn't want to piss off to some extent. Or you should be honoured to... Or we can just become a bitter rival. So we lose 250 prestige and she gets -10 opinion, or we just become a bitter rival. Yeah, I'm fine with becoming her rival. Rivals with our pirate brother's wife. This is a hell of a story. And there we go. Thank you for building our war chest. All for the aqueducts, my friends. Do you want to understand? Please, look, it's very simple. I need the money to funnel the water from the world into our greedy mouth and become immortal. It's very straightforward. What do you mean you don't understand? Peasants have risen up in Eilat, led by a I wonder why they're annoyed. Erin sleeps safely. For a second I was like, hang on, is this child of destiny? No. She looks so sweet and innocent. In the days first after the pregnancy was over, I could be non-departed from her. But I'm starting to feel the weight of my responsibilities as Basilissa pulling me away from her. Time to go to the wet nurses, or I cannot stand her sight. Our opinion of her gains -20 because she's an ungrateful pest. Absolutely. We're cruel. We're a cruel woman. She cares about only the realm and only accumulating power through subterfuge and intrigue. I'm up for that. That sounds incredible. Can't join Lucifer's Own, and it seems like a bit of a waste and advantage to not be joining something like the Hermetics, something like the Dominican Order. I mean, we probably... Would we join those? I mean, she's zealous, but she's also... I don't know why she wouldn't. I feel like the Hermetic Society seems a bit more on brand, given that we're going for scholarship right now. Look at that again. My god. Okay, I don't want too many kids, though, because if we do end up getting the Demon Child, fuck off. Oh, God. If we do end up getting the Demon Child, of course, then we're running the risk of it being very, very difficult for that child to inherit. Your studies you have conducted in your laboratory have convinced you there are many strange things beyond the known cosmos. There are few sources and no one to share the knowledge with you, however. You've heard rumors of a strange old scholar in the Arabian desert who is rumored to possess vast knowledge of this world. Of the weird, sorry. I will go and see him. Absolutely we will. It's a short journey for us. You know, that's actually not too far away. We're going to the Mongol Empire to visit a man in the Arabian desert. Any questions? We've also written a lovely theorem paper here on the elixir of life. Don't give away trade secrets. These were dynasty secrets, you fool. It's in the aqueducts. Secrets in the water all along. Send it out once. 100% of people who don't drink water die, so you can't really argue with that. That's just scientific theory. Okay, we're gonna quickly tidy up these guys, and then I'm gonna reassess, potentially, depending on whether or not we do end up getting that bloodline of Attila the Hun. Might end up reassessing our retinue as well. Maybe going for the full... I know I said I wasn't going to go full cataphracts because I quite like the sieging. But think of what our armor would be like. We've got that 10% bonus on top of the already ridiculous bonus cataphracts have. Would you piss off? We crush one revolt and another one raises up. Do we want the Necronomicon? Yeah. We're going to study it. We're going to study it as a zealous Christian. We must learn the secrets of the... We must be prepared to know what we're fighting here. Huh? Perfect sense is made. Necronomicon, we would like to equip that one. What should we drop then? Learning +4. Oh, I like learning +4, especially given the society we're in right now. Do I have the classical poetry equipped now that I think about it? Because that would also give us some really nice... But we do. Alright, what books don't we want then? We got way too many still. The Art of Lovemaking. Gives us minus fertility. Actually, that might have been a bad idea. That would kind of kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Not only can we equip the Necronomicon, but it would also stop the multiple babies that we're going to end up with if we're not careful here. Give me that Necronomicon then, boy. Let's get that equipped as soon as possible. Learning +4. And learning and intrigue is unstoppable with this character. She's really, really cool. Published the theorem paper, given another +2 learning. Holy shit, look at her stats. I mean, a son. Okay, that's a bit of a pain in the ass. But, hang on. Sickly. Only the strong survive. Colossus, we will name you that. Because it is a glorious name and obviously brings... No, only the strong survive. We're cruel. I think she would be a bit of a social Darwinist. It definitely seems that way, given the whole, you know, take your money because I'm literally just stronger and more powerful than you. So, sure, why not? What kind of move is that, might I ask? What are we doing there? They just escaped. Fuck me. Come on, run faster. It's because we've got armor on the horses, obviously. So, I must focus. 20% chance of getting stressed. Come on, don't get it. Don't get that. Okay. In that case, I've already prepared the speech in my head. Not too bad, because we didn't want the fertility anyway. just spin it. You could spin it however you want. It's okay. There's always a silver lining. No matter how badly things go, everything... What's it? Your whole dynasty's been wiped out? It's a fresh slate. Definitely not use that one this week. Oh, wow. Look at our commanders, too. My God. Who are you people? Do you think they're the people... Oh, my God. I bet I know what they are. Have we got any landed members of our dynasty kicking around? What about, like, our brother or something? I'm only saying, or our uncle. Only saying that because we've got the bloodline that attracts great warriors, right? Yeah, the blood of Carl Carling. So maybe we're getting, maybe some of our family members are getting great warriors turn up. That would be, because I don't remember getting that event that many times. Either way, this is so good. We got some incredibly good commanders. I must delve deeper. Go for it, lunatic. Sure. We didn't actually gain lunatic again because the power of the Lord protects her right now, but we will, we will break that. The only thing I'm not concerned, I'm getting somewhat concerned about is that it's now impossible to continue on with our satanic sympathies. Mainly because the year is 1069. We've got 4 more years to get up to the year 1069. It requires 6 years minimum just to get up to the rank where we potentially murder someone to get to the higher rank still. So that is now an impossible challenge. Well done. I've tried everything. We're literally reading the Necronomicon right now as we forged a tyrannical bloodline and we've extorted people. But it still doesn't count. Despite the fact that we are cruel and paranoid and done everything under the sun that would make us into a very evil character, game still says no. That was the challenge. And you know what? I failed. It doesn't matter too much, you know, it's not like we can't just re-corrupt everywhere. Or we could go without the corruption, but that seems a little... Oh. Excellent. The merry men of Alexandria. My sheriff came to me today looking harried and limping slightly. My lord, I fear I have grave news. A band of robbers and poachers calling themselves the merry men of Alexandria is loose in your forest. I have tried to find them with the last to no avail. They chased me out of the forest several times. The last herd hit me straight in my buttock. Do go on. Thank you. Great. Or we can or you can gain deceitful. Fine, I think I'll roll with that one then. What a gripping tale. That's very nice of you. 25% chance of Basilia Arenas ruthless gaining deceitful. Fucking nothing. As if we're not already deceitful. And now we're gonna summon a demon. Oh, nice. Okay, that's good. That's almost the end of the adventure then. Give us Mystic. Mystic I still don't think counts as a sinner though, does it? Despite the fact that we know magic. That man's wearing whiteface. That's not very cash money of you. What do you want us to do? Oh, gather herbs in the hills. We should also name ourselves an apprentice, otherwise we can't get certain missions. Bollocks. Nictamine, my distant cousin. Welcome. Let's go for whatever's cheap. Herbs in the hills. That way people can offer to buy them as well. Don't have to spend any money on that. Oh, speaking of which, hang on. Aqueducts. Let's go for Silverline Waterways. Look at that. Actually, they didn't get any more expensive, did they? They're still 2,600 by the looks of it. Oh, this one's actually cheaper still? I have no idea why. Yeah, what's the deal with that? This one? Silver. Some are expensive, some are cheaper. I don't know. I honestly have no... Oh, it's probably the order we built them in, right? I have no clue. Anyway, sun, stars, gods, secrets throughout the world is intrigue, I believe. This one being... What was it? Stewardship, learning... Marshall? I don't remember. Anyway, let's go for that one. Just try and get some more intrigue, because God knows we need it at this stage. Thank you. Another +1. Unreal. Nice, there we go. You're finally certain, absolutely certain there are things you understand lie beyond the ken of normal women. If they knew. Oh, if they knew, but it's such task scholars of blah, 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 blah. Thank you. Mystic. Mystic means that we can build ourselves the illustrious Fountain of Youth. Unlocks the option to drink from the Fountain of Youth, by the way. I wonder if... Oh, fuck, we have to upgrade it first. Bollocks. 2,200 gold. Fine, it won't take long for that. I wonder if you have to be Mystic still for it to be active. If so, this could be tricky. I'm interested in what this does for us. It'd be interesting because there is, as far as I know, no base game mechanic that actually just drops your age. I'm not even sure if there is a command in the CK2 scripting to actually lower a character's age. But that'd be interesting if there was. That'd be like a literal phantom that knocks 2 years off your life, rather than say, you know, you consume the life force from a babby if you're in the Satanist guild, or you know, as the Hermetic side, so you can get the Universal Panacea that gives you some plus health as well. There's no actual way of directly lowering your age. You can only give yourself just more health and effectively live longer, right? This would be interesting. Might just make you immortal. That would be a little overpowered, but I'd be up for that. We haven't had an immortal character in like 2 series now. I'm starting to get withdrawal symptoms. Oh fuck. About that fountain of... Oh, come on. She's such a good character. Fuck off. Well, let's hope that the aqueducts are good enough. Best way to fight cancer? Just drink literally metric tons of water on a daily basis. Come on. We've got to hope that we can... My life is in your hands. I'm actually tempted to risk it, because if he gives a severe injury or whatever, it should be countered to some extent by our aqueducts. Come on. Come on. Extreme. Risk of this treatment will vary depending on the capabilities of our man. Theologian. He has malaise. That's always good. A lovely, forgetful, and lethargic priest. Do it. Yes, that's fine. Not really what we were after. I was hoping he would castrate us to remove the cancer or something like that. But for some reason, that was not medically feasible. Shit, come on. This game, I swear to God. Literally, as I say, oh, we could become immortal, and then we start dying. Shouldn't have fucking said anything. Should have kept it to myself. Should have just pressed my immortality button on my keyboard and got away with it. Right, so what was it we need to upgrade this? Like 2,200 gold? 2,200 big ones. So give it all of about, I'm going to say about 30 seconds. 15 prestige, thank you. Wandering man. Here we are. 27. What are you like? Prince Ione? Welsh. No, we don't allow Welsh here. Goodbye. We don't allow Welsh here. I'm sorry. It's just law. It's just law within the realm. That's part of the reforms, by the way. Specifically, we can revoke power from people as much as we want. We have a higher chance to arrest people. We've militarized the place. Also, no Welsh. It's just. Look, I'm sorry. I can't help it, but it's just code. Now we've got a race. Can we build the Fountain of Youth faster than we can die of cancer? No, that doesn't sound right. Can we build the Fountain of Youth before we die of cancer? Paint the whole room in the whole symbols. Wait, do we want to do that? I'm going to say no, because I feel like we don't want to waste our ingredients on that. To be honest, now that I think about it, I don't think I've ever had anything good come out of that event. Build a laboratory. We can do that. Let's do it. And let's also acquire some more ingredients. Recruit a new court physician. Maybe, I guess our other guy died from his malaise or whatever. Let's go for some more herbs. I always find the herbs are the most useful ones for the events. Plus, great trade league members can offer to buy those, apparently. A truly useful laboratory can take both time and money to assemble, but without a proper opportunity to get to alchemy, 4 signs. Okay. We do need to save some money as well for the... I want to go for that one. We do want to build or have enough money available to be able to build the Fountain of Youth. So it's 1,200 gold. We're going to try and save that up before we do any other events similar to this. Anything that might be somewhat expensive. Hello, my friend. A Silk Road merchant. I feel like this guy is not at all the best. What the fuck are you? Kidan? Manichian? Foolish? For learning? No, we're okay. Thank you very much. I'll see if I can just dig someone up from the multitude of characters that are probably willing to join our court that are infinitely more skilled. Join court, preferably. There you go. Already. Renowned physician, 23 learning, and he's got that ligma. He's got... I didn't even realize I had that mod enabled right now. Oh! Right, so I have my master mod list enabled, which is my personal copies of my mods so that I can update them on Steam. Must have accidentally ticked the ligma box. Of course, it says there, less serious form of Bofa. Good news. I made that. That was a meme that we made when it was. Do you remember when that stream man? What was his name? Fortnite boy, Mr. Fortnite, whatever his name is. Admiral Fortnite was supposedly dying of ligma, and everyone got really annoyed. Or he got really annoyed specifically. That's when that mod was made. So it's not like it's a dead meme or anything. Don't okay boomer me in the comments, okay? I fought for this country. I will aim higher than those who've come before me. There we are. State-of-the-art laboratory. Very nice. Another +2 learning. Have we just broken 40 learning? Holy shit. Nice. Quick, Mystic, Diligent, Library 2, Published a Theorem Paper, State-of-the-Art Laboratory, Escorial Tacticon, the Ormulum, the Sundiata Kita, Necronomicon, Head of a Saint, Classic Poetry, Water Clock, Finger of St. John, which is apparently a very learned finger, Scholarship Focus, Initiate, and Successful Experimental Treatment. Oh, we're getting +3 from Successful Experiment. But we're also getting minus from Cancer, right? Oh, no, we're not. So, because of our treatment, we've learned things? I don't know. That's very strange. Anyway, Silverline War Stories. Look. We might be able to beat cancer just by out-healthing it. Because the thing that kills you, it's not like it's an event chain where eventually we'll just die of it. It's just the minus health, right? So if we can build enough of these water, so that's giving us +9. Let me just do a quick head count again. Shit, with everything we're getting +3 health, so it's actually cancelled out. The aqueducts are legitimately saving our life right now. I mean, obviously, without the experiment, we wouldn't even need the experimental treatment, and we wouldn't have to worry about the cancer. This is ridiculous. This is how we're beating it. By funneling all this water in from every fucking corner of the earth. It's so good. How long until our garden is upgraded? Oh, it's going to take years. We might die before this. So there is still a minor chance, because, of course, we do have that health malice. We're still going to have to stay on top of the treatments. This is going to be so difficult to go for it. It's a trap. My sheriff and I have discussed what we should do about the outlaws and came up with 2 ideas. Every man and woman who have been harassed by the bandits, including the sheriff, have been told about the leader's skill with the bow. An archery contest. Excellent. We're going to have an archery contest and we're going to try and catch the merry men of Alexandria. Or we could have gone for the... The day was perfect for the archery contest. The sun hid between the clouds. A small breeze cooled the nervous. And everyone... Oh, I guess they're nervous people, right? And everyone seemed happy. The targets were set and ready. All that was needed now was my signal. Let the contest, let the challenge begin. Gain 15 prestige. 1 of 0 2 options will happen. We might see if we can capture this merry man of Alexandria. Or this might not work. Come on. The green-clad stranger. Over there. Yes, there. That's him, all right. What do you want me to do? The sheriff points at a man clad in green with a great bow in his hands. I watched him as he won effortlessly against every Persian foolish enough to try and match their skill against his. The man's skill with his great bow amazed me. This man is a great archer. Too bad he's a lawless poacher living off my venison. Arrest and hang him. Yes. Cruel Basilius. But I think she's smart enough to know that he can make for a very valuable ally. We can get a man named Robin and a maid called Marion. There's also a wedding between them as well. Very cool. We lose some intrigue, but I think he would be more useful to us. Think of the assassins. The assassination capability of a man who's this good with a bow. Bring him on board. I actually might make him on. We'll see what he's like, and we might want to do something with him here. Merciful. Right, let's check out our court then. There he is. Robin. Brave, so Robin ran away. He's got nothing good going for him whatsoever. 20 Marshal, though. Hey, that's pretty cool. Is there anything we can do with him? Assemble a mercenary company. Oh my god. The Merry Men. Can I rename it? This is a big brain play right here. Merry Men. It's capital lower M because, you know, apparently they're not that important. Merry Men. There we are. Adjective doesn't really work with Merry Men, but that's fine. We should just call it the Merry Band, shouldn't we? That would make way more sense. Merry Men. Led by Robin, who apparently was not married to Maid Marion. There we are. The wedding between Lady Marion and Robin was held in the forest. Venison was served at the wedding feast, but I let it slip for now. The bridal couple had only eyes for each other, and when the fat months started playing a slow, beautiful song about the love, they joined their hands and danced, still gazing in each other's eyes. They did not even notice when the song turned faster and the rest of the dancers followed the rhythm, but they continued slowly dancing until the stars sparkled on the clear sky. Oh, and now he's the leader of our mercenary band, and he's going to put his life on the line for us. I figured it's going to be a long time before our garden is ready for the Fountain of Youth, before we've built the foundations. So let's make Robin of the Merry Men a useful man. I might have gone a little bit overboard with this, I will admit. Should we just, like, send him all the fucking cavalry in the world? Send him cavalry. Send him heavy cavalry. Cavalry, heavy cavalry, cavalry, heavy cavalry. Is this expensive? It's really not at all, is it? It's a really inconvenient system. I wish they'd alter this somewhat. You know, maybe say, hey, send enough equipment for 50 cavalry or whatever. Oh, shit, I think I sent in pikemen then. Never mind. Cavalry, perfect. How are you looking now? Bit better? Let's eat all that for a drop of blood. By which I mean 591 fucking heavy cavalry. Really not worth it. So incredibly expensive as well. They are just never worthwhile, are they? Thank you all for watching. What a great start into the life of Erinys, despite the fact that she's dying of an almost certainly terminal disease. That's fine. We'll be able to fight it off. We have set up a band of merry men, despite the fact that I think it was literally last episode where I said they are complete garbage and we should not do that. It's just great. It's just a great little event chain, so I figured they absolutely deserve that. We have built many. We've got up to actually 3 health from our aqueducts. We are on the path to being able to build the Fountain of Youth, hopefully tomorrow. And more importantly, we have slowly begun corrupting poor Basilissa Erinys the Ruthless. She's getting there. She's getting there. We've paranoid cruel. Apparently that's still not enough, despite the fact she's also literally a wizard. Still not enough to join Lucifer's Zone. We're going to get there eventually, don't you fear. And of course, a big shout out to the patrons, of which I do not have the lists, because according to Patreon, as of 47 minutes ago when I last checked, they are currently in the middle of redoing pledges, which is great news, or extremely worrying if you rely on Patreon to pay your rent. thank you to all of you regardless. So thank you all for continuing with another month of your Patreon subscriptions. I think we got 2 pretty good CK2 campaigns going on right now. I think we're well into the meat of them also. Doing a pretty good job with this campaign in particular. I think we got a nice little round. It's rare